All right. Let's see. Hmm. That title will still work. Maybe I could just copy this title. It doesn't matter. There's not really much happening right now. What's going on? What's going on? Keeps changing. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning, Tarson Black. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you as well. Morning to everybody else that's showing up. We got 2 viewers over on Kick. Where are you buying Jasmine? So I buy Jasmine on Coinbase. That's where I buy it. But that might have been from or from Friday, Saturday. I don't know when I last streamed. um, what's your prediction? Bull run, Lunic? What's my prediction for a bull run for Lunic? Again, sorry. I talked about how my bull run prediction for Terra Luna Classic is I try to keep it, on the lower side. I'm still looking at that $58 billion market cap, $60 billion market cap as a level that we all want to get to, right? Which would be a penny mark. Now, we obviously believe that it can go maybe a little bit further, but I'm really fighting for that level of a penny, which I think it will resist from, pretty hard. But hopefully, we see a continued recovery through this bull market. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for, because a lot of people will end up making a ton of money out of it, be able to put some of that money back into it, and hopefully turn Lunic into what it's supposed to be. Algorithmic, um, coin, a governance token for the overall ecosystem, the overall community, to support USTC in a big way. That's what I'm hoping for, but you never really know. You never really know. All right, let me edit this. For some reason, I'm gonna put subscribers only. Any duration. All right, so we got 47 people that are here. I appreciate you guys for being here. People should be talking about Elmo. Probably. I haven't checked Elmo today. I think the last time I checked, it was at 70% of a penny, which again is a phenomenal price. I wish that I can put together some money to buy some more. But yeah, I think Elmo is definitely a great play. Thank you for following Dark Thunder. I appreciate it. Is it possible for Lunic to reach a penny just with the bull run flow without building? So yeah, the reason why I believe that is because of the community that's behind it. It's one of the most viewed cryptocurrencies, and it's been one of the most viewed cryptocurrencies for a while, and will continue, being there, especially through the bull run. Seeing more and more people that are, seeing the possibility of where it can go. Currently sitting at 4 zeros, right? And having the ability to drop 2 zeros basically tells you that you're going to have a almost 100x for everybody, right? If not 100x for everybody. So where you're currently standing, you could see so much more. And I'm currently standing at about $4,000, $5,000 that I'm holding in Terra Luna Classic. And at a, drop zero, that's adding a zero to me, which would be 50,000. Another drop zero would be 500,000. So a $58 billion market cap is not impossible with the amount of people that are invested into it, that hold on to it for a long time, that stake the position. So I would say that it definitely has a strong possibility of getting there. Now, just understand that when you see some of these milestones, some of these levels that it's supposed to get to, that we believe are significant levels, they will be resistance points. So will a penny be a resistance point? Probably. Will a half a penny be a resistance point? Probably. So you have to see what's going to be a stronger resistance point, and what people are talking about, to see when you're going to start, taking a little bit of profit. Because I don't, I don't want everybody to sit here and be like, all right, well, I have to hold on to this until it hits a penny, or until it hits, sorry, 10 cents or a dollar or something. And if it does, then you end up selling everything. But you want to be able to take profit on the way there, so that there's a healthy, or there's healthy movement, healthy retracements. You don't want it to just continue to increase, because that creates a larger fall. What's your view on XRP? What price will it reach in the short term after the lawsuit? So I'm looking at significant levels, not really paying attention to exactly what's going to happen in that lawsuit and how far it's going to push past, because it will be significant, right? You'll see, um, you know, the crypto market react to just that, a 2 year plus lawsuit, that now turns out to be like, hey, it didn't need to happen. You understand the definition. You understand the what a security is, and XRP does go back to normal when it comes to market caps, right? Because that should be, I believe, up in the levels where you're seeing, like, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, like all of those. Really, they should be fighting for certain places. Bitcoin, Ethereum fighting for first and second, and obviously BNB and XRP really fighting for third and fourth. Let's see. Let's go back up here. I'm trying to get good morning. How green is the market? It's not really that green at all. It's actually red. It's down 0.6% is what I see. Down 0.5%. I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. Hi, Matt. Did you ever check out Havoc? I'm maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, hey, Perry, what do you think of I don't know what that is. Damn, bro, your video popped up in my notifications at the same time I was clicking something. I accidentally turned off your notifications. I fixed it though. Shiba Inu to the moon. Well, thank you for turning back on notifications. I hear that the way that you get notified for these videos is by turning off notifications, or unsubscribing, resubscribing, turning on notifications, and you'll get updates as a new subscriber, rather than being like an old subscriber. So even though you wouldn't be subscribed for, let's say, 2 years or 3 years or 5 years consistently, I think either if you unsubscribe, or if you just turn off and turn back on notifications, you'll get a notifications now. Thank you for following Cypress. I appreciate it. I played a golf course in um Florida, or it might have been Alabama, Oklahoma. I don't know what it is. What they border each other. What is it? I don't know what it is. Yeah, it is Alabama. I think we played a golf course that I thought was Florida, but it was actually in Alabama. It was a cypress course, craft farms, and I don't know why that reminded me of that. Have you heard of Planet? What's your take on it? I have not heard of Planet. I don't know what it is and if it's moving. There's multiple planets, I would say, not not the planet that you're probably thinking of, or maybe the planet that you're thinking of, but the planet that everybody else is here. You know what I'm saying? So there's let's see, planet. Seems like, yeah, I don't know which one it is. Is it Planet the coin symbol, or is it Planet PLA? You're yawning like a dad yawns after being awake all night with the kids. Oh, I wasn't at all. Uh, Bone is the asset. Bone is the Bone is the asset to get into. That's where the smart money is going. A gas token with utility for the most popular meme token out there. That's the thing that I don't understand is that I don't want to sit here and talk down Bone or Shibarium or anything, but I don't know if that's necessarily going to be true. I don't think that Bone is going to have as much success as people think it's going to have. Now, I believe that it will have something, right? I don't know what's happening with Bone right now. I know it was increasing because of Shibarium, but the the crazy thing is that you would see Bone increase, but you wouldn't see Shiba Inu increase. Honestly, and I'll say this, you may not agree, but Bone will be nowhere without Shiba Inu. So if Shiba Inu does not have support on this platform, Bone will see an increase and it will decrease, and it will be like Shibarium never happened, right? People will not be using that platform. One, if they can't on ramp directly to it, because if you're purchasing somewhere else, you're already paying the fees that you would pay. So you're paying a massive fee to even hold Ethereum. If you're transferring it to wherever you're transferring it to, you now are going to uh, have to pay something in order to transfer it to this place in order to hold your Ethereum over there, or whatever you're going to hold, your layer 2 Ethereum, or to convert it, you're going to have to pay some sort of fee in order to convert it to layer 2. So it's just, it's not something that is so easily understandable by a lot of people. Most people are thinking that it's just going to be like, hey, you buy this with physical cash, and now you own Bone version layer 2 or Ethereum layer 2 or whatever. Like, you own this new cheaper version of Ethereum by just buying it directly. Now, I don't know if that's the case. They haven't mentioned that you would be able to directly buy, you'd be able to deposit, but they haven't mentioned that you would directly buy via that platform. So that's something that really bothers me. There's definitely some issues there. If you're not going to see Shiba Inu thrive, I don't think you're going to see Bone thrive for any longer, because obviously the reason why people are, you know, investing into Bone, because they see how much of a factor Shiba Inu will have for Shibarium. However, if there's no real major benefit to doing anything with Shibarium over there, and that's not where the money is, because the majority of the money is in CEXs, how much of a push do you think we're going to see with Bone? I mean, we may see it go up to $1 billion market cap. That'll be phenomenal for people. But then there's going to be people that see it up at $1 billion market cap. They're going to be like, all right, well, this can be worth 10 billion, 20 billion, and then it just collapsed back down to 300 million. And I just hope that people can gain what they can gain out of it, collect their initial investment, and then if things do blow up and I'm completely wrong, I'll be happy with that. But I'll be even happier if you can gain something out of it, uh, and I'm wrong. So if you can gain something out of it in the beginning and protect yourself, and it ends up taking off, then great, fantastic. I'm all for it. You protected yourself, you did it the right way, and now you can do it every other way with every other project that's there. Um, but I'd rather people just protect themselves, because if I am right, I'd rather you make money. Does that make sense? What's your thoughts on Coinbase One? If you trade enough on Coinbase One, I think it's worth it. That's only if you day trade, and I know some people that day trade and they get a lot of value out of it, right? Zero fees. They get a lot of value out of it. Thank you for following Fruit Veggie Life. I appreciate it. And Fotu Fat. I can't see that. Thank you for following though. Hey brother Matthew, how are you, brother? I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Um, I mean, I could complain a little bit, but I'm not gonna complain. You can always complain about something. Guys, we have 51 people here. If you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Gabriel, thank you for watching over on Kick. I appreciate it, bro. I'm selling my car. I'm asking 3K. Is there a reason why you're selling your car? Is it just tough to to get by, or is this just another you bought another car or something? Hopefully you didn't go through that because you know the interest rates are ridiculously high unless you bought outright. Like if you just bought it straight cash, and that makes sense. But like my car payment is significantly higher. Once the interest rates go down, obviously I'm refinancing and changing that because there's no way I should be paying basically the same payment that I had before when the price of the car was so much higher. It's just a lot of it's going to interest, and I don't like that. Um, but as the interest rates go down, like we'll obviously refinance and get a better interest rate on it and throw some money down, bro. So what do you think? You think Satoshi is Elon and Ryoshi is Vitalik? I don't think that, but you never know, honestly. Will they let that out? Probably not. Hey Matt, can Lunic hit a penny or 10 cents? And if Shibarium launches, will Shiba Inu have a big increase? So it all depends how much of an impact Shiba Inu will have on Shibarium. If it does not have an impact, right? If you're seeing people that are building and understand that when people build on more when on things that are on chain, right? More of the DEX side, you have to understand that that is not where the money is. The money is in the CEX side. That's where the majority of the money flows through. That's where all the transactions happen, all the day trading, all the swing trading, everything for a cheaper price, right? They like to do that. Um, Through DEXs, you know that you pay a lot of money via these gas fees and everything. Now, with this change up, you wouldn't be doing that. You wouldn't be paying as much, depending how the whole process is. You wouldn't be paying as much. So it may be something where people can benefit from it. You can gain a decent amount from the DEX side by trading back and forth. So it all depends on what type of an impact Shiba Inu has on Shibarium and how much it will be burning and how much is being built. Honestly, I don't think there's going to be something where you have that larger impact like that. So I don't know if Shiba Inu will push some of those higher levels. Um, but what I'm going to say about Terra Luna Classic is I know you asked if it can get to 10 cents or a penny or 10 cents. I believe a penny is definitely is going to happen. For me, I believe that level we're going to see it. Now, just because I say a penny is going to happen doesn't mean that, and I know this may sound weird, doesn't mean that it's going to happen. I mean that it's going to have, you know, that push to get there, because know that there are milestones that you get to, like I mentioned before. And when you have some of those milestones, you have some of those levels that people consider as significant points, they will sell before that point. One example would be Dogecoin. Dogecoin had all the hype, all the push in the world to get to $1, and we knew that $1 was possible, but everybody was taking profit at 3/4 of the way there. They were taking profit at 70, 75, 76 cents, and you didn't see it get to a point where it got up to 80 or 90 or $1. While some people were like, look, I'm only pushing for $1. Others were like, I understand the process. I understand that $1 is the point and it will get to $1, but I'm looking to take some profit at certain levels, at the level that's close to $1, where you see that resistance point coming from, wherever it ends up being. Right? You saw the same thing with Solana. Solana got up to like 80 cents and then decreased down to about 60, and ended up increasing over 100 and then getting to about 150, resisting from 150, getting up to 200, resisting from 200, getting up to 250, resisting from 2. It's just significant points that it gets to. You're going to see resistances well before that point. And I do believe that it's going to get to a penny. Now, getting to 10 cents is something that's an issue, because you're literally adding another zero to the overall market cap and supply, and or not supply, and price point. So you're adding another zero, meaning that instead of a $58 billion market cap, you're looking at a $580 billion market cap. Well, unless we see burning, I don't think that's going to happen. But without burning, with only the popularity that's within it, you can get to a penny, or compete for that level at a penny. So hopefully that does make sense by saying that yeah, Terra Luna Classic is going to get there, but it's going to resist before it, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does to some people. There's always significant points, and you gotta see those. You buy Bone and transfer to your MetaMask and send it to your wallet. I'm not talking about Bone. I'm talking about buying something else. So you have Bone, right? And you have it in your MetaMask. You're able to use it and all that stuff. But the point is that trying to make these transfers, it's kind of like having, let's say, Ethereum, right? You're trying to buy something completely different, right? Um, I guess it's not like Ethereum, right? Let's say it's like an Ethereum, but you have a another product that's over here that you use for the gas fee. Because this is where it's different, right? You're going to be paying um, in Bone. You're going to be paying in this Bone for this fee, but you still have to buy a cryptocurrency that they allow you to buy, right? So if you're going to be buying Ethereum and converting it to layer two or buying layer two directly like outright, you still have to go through those processes of going from Ethereum to Bone or going from Ethereum to Shiba Inu. So there's a middleman without Ethereum or without Bone being that position that you can just buy directly. If it is, we still don't know the details of that. If it is, then that changes the game a little bit more, but it still brings to the point, is there going to be a ton of popularity on the DEX side? What's the purpose of buying over there, buying your Bone or buying your Shiba Inu? What's the purpose of buying it? If you already have it, what's the purpose of buying more? And there's 1.3 million holders within it, people that are holding on for 200 plus days. What's their purpose of buying more? Well, they really don't have a huge purpose to buy more unless they just wanted to see the benefits of how Shiba Inu will run with Shibarium. And if it doesn't, then they just bought more Shiba Inu for no reason. So it's a tricky game that we're playing because not only are you just trying to worry about the news and saying, hey, this news, sorry, let me play an ad real quick. Whether you're worried about the news and saying, hey, what is this news going to push these positions up? You're also worried about what people are going to do, what everyday people are going to do, like you and me and people with more money, people with less money. What are they going to do? Are they going to trade on the DEX side? Are they going to trade on the CEX side? Are you going to see the volume that picks up? Are you just going to see people that are in it to get a gain out of Bone and get it up to $2, $3, $4, and then see it pull back? Who really knows? That's where you have to play that game. And it's a gamble that you're playing, but as if you can figure out what people are going to do, you will be better off for it. Hey Matt, I read that. Blah, blah, blah. Good morning. Have you heard anything about tokenizing real estate? I have not heard anything about that, but I know that there's a lot of money in that. Whether it's that's where I see the most transactions that can happen, the largest transactions that you could do, the real estate. It would be huge, right? Because there's a lot of cash offers that happen, and if you could find a way to, tokenize real estate in a big way, I feel like that could be very beneficial to the entire real estate market as well as the crypto market, and then kind of combine the two with virtual real estate and actual real estate. And once you get metaverses set up to where you have virtual real estate, now people are paying for that virtual real estate. So I think that could be huge. Good morning. Let's see. I think something big is going to happen again with Shib, like another massive burn, like what Vitalik did. I would love to see it, but we have no indication that that's actually going to happen. Which coin is most likely going to 100x Algorand? So the one that I think is going to 100x is definitely Terra Luna Classic. If I'm seeing it right now at a level to where a 10x would be a drop zero, or actually less than a drop zero right now. But if a 10x would be a drop zero and then you're dropping another zero, that's 100x up to a penny. So I think that that's going to have that ability to 100x. I also think that something like Elmo ERC is going to 100x, and I can't wait to see more burning, more ability to be on other markets. I think that that's going to be one that does 100x or has a large potential to 100x. a lot of people believe in where XRP is going. Now I'm looking at 3X's and 4X's and stuff like that. Um, but a lot of other people are looking at 100X's, 1000X, and levels like that. So there's a lot of plays out there that you could see massive moves from. But I think what you need to understand is what the max potential of that position is. So maybe get to 100X, but also understand what's underneath it, like when you're going to take some of those levels of profit, because people can say, hey, I think this is going to get to 100X, and you can hold on for 100X, and it may only get to a 95X, right? It still had the potential of getting to 100X, but you wanted to take profit before that at a 50X or 60X or a 20X or something like that. So find those opportunities, but also dial down your expectations. Um, Gas fees are a fraction of a penny, all about making money. Yeah, that's what I mean. So if if Bone, if all gas fees are a fraction of a penny, how much do you really need to hold? Most people are going to buy Bone and hold it just to be able to make any transactions that they want. You really only need to hold like $1. Are you going to make more than 100 transactions on Shibarium? Maybe not. I would imagine that you would not need to. So you'll probably buy like a few dollars worth of Bone, and then you'll be able to have those transaction fees for the rest of your life. Um, but then it's all about making money, like you said, because trading and getting Bone to, let's say, $1.50, $6, all of that, you're gathering that much in order to profit off of it, not to just make the transactions. That's the difference. It's like, and I'm trying to understand like what's more important to people. Seeing Bone thrive as a gas fee and being that next Ethereum, right? Because there are coins out there that are doing that are not seeing the amount of movement that you would see with Ethereum. But they're doing it, in a different perspective. But anyways, for Bone itself, what's more important? The gas fee side of it or the making money side of it? Because if it's the making money side of it, they're going to go to the place where they're going to pay the cheapest amount of fees and they can move it the fastest, right? And if they can off ramp it the fastest, because if they just trade it and they're trading it back to Ethereum, they're trading it back to another cryptocurrency that can then fall down as well. So you're seeing Bone right now. First time I'm opening up my screen, you're seeing Bone right now that's down by about 8% at 7.5%. It's at $1.33, which is still great compared to where it was previously, at like what, 90 cents or so. So you're seeing a decent sized increase and people are capitalizing off that increase. So good for you guys. But again, you want to make sure that you're investing into this, for the right reasons here. You're buying into it to be able to make that profit. That's what essentially what it's all about. Guys, if you could hit that like button, please do so. We got 30 likes. We got 1,600 likes on TikTok, and we got 7 viewers over here. So feel free to hit that like button over on YouTube. I'm glad that people are getting some notifications today, but we'll see how everything goes. I'm thinking something big is going to happen. Oh, I read that. Coinbase One is worth it. It seems like it. If you're a day trader, it seems like it. I've had it for a year. I would like to have it. If I was day trading more, I would definitely do it. My man Matt on the grind. Thanks for the consistency, brother. I try. I wouldn't say I'm super consistent. I try to be here, daily. Um, I during the summer, like Harper's home. She's upstairs playing on her tablet right now, and I'm gonna get back to her in like 13 minutes or something. I'm not gonna be on here for long. Um, but yeah, I have to go through the daily like dad stuff. Get her breakfast, get dressed, see if she wants to do anything exciting. I can't just have her home all day doing nothing, and then I have to come back and record again. It's just so difficult to cram everything in here. I'm glad that I'm not working a 9 to 5, but I can tell you that YouTube, since cryptocurrency has like declined so much, obviously YouTube views have been down like crazy, and that's where majority of the income comes from. Um, so we'll see how everything goes. I don't want to go back to a 9 to 5. I think it's obviously great, but I just need cryptocurrency and stocks to kind of pick up a little bit more, which I'm doing a lot of stocks over on my NFA channel. So if you guys want to, subscribe for, on the NFA channel for, a lot of that stock content, feel free to do that because I will do that. I'm also uploading a lot more on TikTok. I don't think I'm monetized yet on TikTok. Or not monetized, but I don't think I get paid from TikTok anymore because I stopped doing TikTok for a while. So I had less than 100,000 views in like 30 days or something. Even though some of the videos that I have over like 2 million or 1 million views, hundreds of thousands of views and stuff. So it's cool, but we'll see. Gala. I have Gala, but I have Gala version 1 on Coinbase and I can't get rid of it. Matt, we need USTC repeg. We do. I think you do for a level to get to $1, but you honestly don't need it to get to some of these levels that we're looking for, the lower levels that we're looking for, like 10% of a penny, 20% of a penny. I believe that those levels are easy to get to, right? A $6 billion market cap for something that has millions of people, millions of wallets, a lot of support, and people that are holding for a long time, that are staking for a long time, like me. So seeing that, that you have a $6 billion market cap, $10 billion market cap that it can get to. And we'll see that happen. But thank you for being here. Getting ready to get some more CRO. I really hope it back to all-time high and beyond. I like you also think it's going to I, like you, also think it's going to be a huge. Just keep accumulating every couple of weeks, dollar cost averaging down. Yeah. I think, like you said, I think CRO is going to be huge. And I think it's severely undervalued. And that's why, you can see it at a level of $1, and that's a $20 billion market cap for one of the top crypto exchanges. Like that's what's crazy to me. It's literally one of the top crypto exchanges. And if we get to a point where we understand that, what the definition of a security is, what cryptocurrency is labeled at, it ends up being way bigger. You see CRO that's at a level of a $40 billion market cap, $50 billion market cap, $200 billion market cap. And now you're sitting on a gold mine here, as you see cryptocurrency thrive. And it's really just to say, like, are we going to easily get through this? Can we get through this downtime in the cryptocurrency market? And I think we can. It's definitely chipping away, right? Because like even me, I had to consolidate a lot of the lower positions, even though I feel like they will have a lot of success in the long term. It's because with everything that's happening here, like if I was working a 9 to 5 right now, one, it would be difficult I would have to have Harper in like some sort of a camp or something. I would also only be able to work half time because I would have to pick up Harper and do all this other stuff because Harper gets out of school well before a 9 to 5 would release. But anyways, with the markets going down so much, revenue has been horrible there. So then a lot of the gains that you have from the stock market, crypto market have to flow into that. From other places have to flow into that. And not to mention during the summertime, you typically have a lot of vacations and extra stuff that you're doing. So it's definitely a little bit of a difficult situation there. But yeah, I mean, that's just how things work. So can people push through it? So other people are probably dealing with the same thing. You have vacations, you have things that you don't want to give up. And can you push through it by taking some of those or having those lower positions or those positions in the market eventually see the bull run? And when they eventually see that bull run, it's going to be amazing for a lot of people. And they're going to be long-term gains. So you're going to have long-term capital gains tax rather than short-term capital gains tax, which is definitely a good deal, So yeah, I think you're right there. Whole crypto market is running sideways. Yeah, nothing's really happening right now. That's why I put that. I really don't have a title. Nothing's happening in crypto. I want to buy Loopring. I have Loopring. I think I still have Loopring over in my Loopring wallet, honestly. If Terra Luna Classic drops 2 zeros, I will have 30K. That's what I'm saying. If Terra Luna Classic um, drops, 2 zeros, I have $500,000 there at short-term capital gains tax. I will take that any day of the week. Because the one thing I hate, and I don't know if they're going to be forgiven at all, is student loans. And I know a lot of people, have thoughts about that, saying whether they should be forgiven or not, because a lot of people are like, I had to pay mine down. And yeah, you did have to pay yours down, and you're being responsible there in doing that. And I don't know how they combat that. I don't know how they fight that at all, because it is a significant amount. But I feel like colleges shouldn't have been charging what they're charging. Even colleges that are like, prestigious colleges, prestigious institutions for you to go to, you'll pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to. And, getting all of that wiped away while someone else may have already paid that down is a little ridiculous. Um, but like, with the amount of student debt, and I don't want to bring this to a political conversation, but with the amount of student debt that's out there for a lot of people, it's not a good situation. The only reason they're in that boat is because of how much the college cost has gone up compared to how much people are making, as well as the cost of anything, honestly. You can go and buy lettuce. I'm freaking shocked. I'm so shocked that a salad in most places costs like $11, as much as like a meal. All education should be free. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I don't think all education should be free, because I feel like you do have to pay, like, great professors and all that stuff. But the problem is that they're always trying to advance so many things. And I feel like what you could do is, a lot of the money that people are paying in order to pay for like these sports events that they're going to could go into lower tuition, right? I understand that you're like, oh, well, you know what, we need to raise tuition because people want to go here to go to these events. But the more that people go to those events, the more that students and, families go to those events and buy tickets for those events, you have more money to throw back into the college, right? And you should be lowering tuition as that's happening. Colleges make so much money. It's insane. Why is water more expensive than gas? I have no idea. That's a good point. That is a good point. I used the GI Bill for college. So I got like my first my associate's degree in business was free, because I was a very poor child. I had nothing. My family had nothing. Um, and then when I went for my bachelor's degree, that's where I ended up paying a larger portion, because honestly, I went to Central Penn College, which is like a private college, but it's not as it's private, but it's also not private at the same time. I don't know. But it doesn't cost that much, right? I got some of it covered, a lot of it covered. I also had grants and stuff. But the majority of my issue came from, uh, you know, my master's degree. So my master's degree and everything, even though I had a lot of it covered through my job, Penn State Health, they were covering everything, or covering a lot of it. I think it was like 60 or 70% or something. I still had like 40,000 or something like that from there. So it was still a lot that went, that I still had to pay. So that's why I still have student loans. And I wouldn't have had any if I would have done it, continued to do it the right way by getting scholarships. I stopped with the scholarships after my bachelor's degree. I was like, you know what, I can deal with this. I can pay it. And we were paying it for a while, and then obviously, student loans, you didn't really have to pay them for a long time, and I think they're starting back up in September. So that's where this whole conversation comes from. CRO is not a security. I don't think it's a security either. I think Jasmine would be bigger than CRO. I don't necessarily think that. I think Jasmine has potential to really control a sector on its own, so it could possibly be bigger. But I think CRO is something that right now, and probably for a long time the money will be in exchanges. And if the money is in exchanges, people are going to want to be a part of those exchanges that are the top exchanges. And crypto.com is one of the top exchanges. Even though their fees and their inflated prices are a problem, they're still one of the top exchanges and one of the most widely known exchanges, because of the crypto.com arena, and understanding CRO being a very big part of crypto.com, being formerly known as crypto.com coin. I make more money than, wait, I may make more money from Jasmine, but it will not be bigger than CRO via market cap. I would agree with that. You might make more money with Jasmine, might make more money with Jasmine, but it all depends on what happens with CRO. Because if CRO becomes insanely bigger, to where it's really competing for that second or that third spot, being at a $200 billion market cap, right? That's not only a $4 price, but you're looking at an $8 price at like 100,000 coins that you probably have. You may be looking at $800,000 or something, and who knows if it may go further. And I would say probably that wouldn't be the case, because most people would end up taking some profit as time goes on, and that makes sense to do so. I applaud you if you do that. And you'll probably do the same thing with Jasmine. So when Jasmine does find the ability to get to $1 and you have 200,000, you may make $200,000. But with CRO, you may have the possibility of gaining so much more because you have more invested in there. But I don't know how much you have invested in there. Folks are waiting for the beginning of second quarter earnings season. 2 bags of groceries yesterday cost just under $100. 2 bags of groceries. Yeah. I forget, I went to the store and I got like a couple of things, and when we came back and it was like 80 something dollars, and we literally were there to just like make one meal. And that's where I kept telling Erica, I was like, look, we need to buy items in like more bulk so that we can buy it for multiple meals, not buy it for one specific meal. Like, we'll go there and make a meal that we saw, and we'll buy all the different stuff, but we'll have to buy bigger bags of it in order to do that. But then we'll have one thing that really, we don't use a lot. Like, it'll be like Velveeta cheese or something, or sour cream. So we need to figure out what meals we'll make with all of these products that we're getting for this one meal. And then we can make multiple meals with the other items, some of the other items. We can make tacos, or we can make this, or we can make that. And we started to do that, and we started to spend less at the grocery store. But I went from spending, we went from spending just under $500 for a family of 4. And, obviously the kids don't really eat that much. And we buy a lot of the meats, and we'll cook the meats and do like meal prep and stuff. But we went from $500 to over $1,000, like $200 for a family of 4 to eat food and yogurt and all this other stuff. And now we're back down under 1,000. I think we're at like about $850. I allot about $350 to $400 per trip. That's how bad it has been. And you're not getting as much as you would get with $300 or $400 before. Like before, if you would get $300, $400, it was like you would need 2 fridges, right? If you get $300, $400, it's like you still need to go back next week in order to get a couple of other things. It's pretty bad. So I don't know. I think Jasmine will be bigger than CRO. I mean, that's your opinion. I'll take that. Either way, I'm in both of them, so I would be happy with it. Now, what's your thoughts on POKT? That's not Polkadot, right? What's POKT? Pocket Network. Currently sitting at down 4%. It's at about 2.7, 2.8 cents. $28 million market cap with $100,000 in volume. I would like to see a lot more volume. Seeing the volume to market cap ratio at 0.35%. Sort of understandable in a down market that we are in, so I'll let that slide. But you do need to see a lot more popularity, especially if you're seeing majority of markets, right? It has 10 markets that is available on. KuCoin being one of the biggest ones, if not the biggest one. MEXC, you have Gate.io. So with all these markets, you would expect to see close to millions of dollars, or at least $1 million worth of volume. Like if Elmo's doing $1 million worth of volume at a, $3 million market cap, you should expect to see a position that's on KuCoin, Gate.io, all of these other ones, and see majority of volume to happen here. So I would say that's something that does worry me, is the popularity within it. But let's go into the chart. Let's see all the history. So this has really just decreased in the overall price point, which makes me think that maybe they had some sort of dilution within there. But it's only been available for a little over a year. Going on 2 years, I guess, or a year and a half at this point. So let's see, total supply. They have an unlimited max supply. You're looking at the total supply here of 1 billion coins. Self-reported circulating supply of 1 billion coins. You have about 146 million coins, over 100 million coins still out there available to be added to the circulating supply. I don't know what's the deal with the max supply, if it can and will be minted and you'll see more that gets added. That's something that you would need to question, but it does look like it has done nothing but decrease, and maybe you're seeing less of the supply that was out there. I honestly don't know. It's done nothing but decrease. So you would need kind of an understanding of what's happening there, down 98%. And the volume has just not been performing. So it doesn't look like the best position, but in any position, you can always find some sort of time to make money out of it, some sort of positive little spurt that it could have. So I'm not going to say that it's a horrible position. It's just not looking like something to where you can like guaranteed make money over the long term, because it just hasn't really performed. And maybe that's because you see the entire market that's pulling back, and I just don't know the information as to why it hasn't performed. You always repeat Lunic will go up, and for a year now I'm following you, and Lunic significantly sinking down top speed. Any comment on that rubbish called Lunic? Stop deceiving people. So I'll tell you this, right? This is exactly how I feel about Terra Luna Classic. One, you have to factor in the entire market when you're looking into a position. If you're looking at what the potential can be over a bull run, yes, you're going to see positivity. The issue that we deal with is that I've been talking about this to increase and be positive for a long time, since it was at a lower point where I bought at, where it was 6 zeros. So seeing it at that level, the reason why I'm still holding on is because I still believe in a larger portion of what I'm holding. I bought in, at a low level, paid $43 for it, while others probably paid a lot more for it as they're seeing it at higher points. Now, I honestly do believe in where this can go with the amount of people that are holding it. Now, has it been dropping for a year? Yeah, Terra Luna Classic has been dropping, and it's been going down and down and down and further and further and further, right, to lower levels, to where now people like you may be questioning, what's happening with Terra Luna Classic, and if it is even going to make any type of a move. Understand that there are thoughts that you have in the beginning of what's going to happen with the position based on many different factors. And the factors were that we would see from the beginning, we would see burning, right? We burn down that supply, we get to where we want to go. The goal is right there, right? We see, utility that's added on, or at least utility that's established, right? We now have the ability to extend further than just that gain that we see with the burn, right? You have the repeg, right, of USTC. Well, now you have even a better viewpoint on where USTC is going in the overall position of Terra Luna Classic as a combine, right? Seeing that algorithm back in place. There's so many factors that lead into if it's going to get back to those levels. And one by one, we saw those factors, or saw those things that we needed to have to happen, kind of break off or go in a different direction. And it's all dependent on what we do. And I gave that explanation saying, hey, it depends on if we're going to see this, thrive, if we're going to see this, this overall supply burn, and we're not seeing that overall supply burn. So what do we look at now? Well, instead of saying, hey, this is going to get to $1, $10, all-time highs, all these levels, you see me talking about the ability to get to a certain level without burning, because that's where we are right now. Even though we are burning a little bit, we're not burning as much as we were before. And that's what we have to do. We have to change. We have to adapt as time goes on, because those things that we thought would happen, right, from the community, and it's all based on the community, did not happen because they voted it down. And when they did vote it up, they immediately went back on what they voted up, saying the 1.2% is too much and going down to a 0.2%. That's not what we want to see. So it's not necessarily about like, hey, I've been pushing this same idea is that Terra Luna Classic is going to go to the same level from the beginning. No, it has changed over time. And I think, in my opinion, when we see the market start to move in a more positive direction, in a massively positive direction, one of the most viewed positions being Terra Luna Classic will also see an impact. Now, will it get to some of these levels that I'm hoping that it'll get to now? Well, again, it depends on some things to happen, right? Some of these factors, some of these outside factors. So, um, I believe, in my opinion, and again, this is just my investment. I'm telling you what I believe. It's not saying that you have to invest into it. Nothing I say is ever like, hey, you invest into this right now. And if you don't invest into this right now, you're not going to make any money. Like, that's not what it's all about. I'm telling you of the information that I have. You take that information and you end up pulling the trigger based on the information that you see, you know? So hopefully that's enough. I understand that you may be upset with the fact that, I'll talk about Terra Luna Classic, but I'm probably one of the realest ones out here that talk about Terra Luna Classic in a positive and negative light, and will tell you when things aren't going the way that we would hope for them to go. Um, so hopefully you respect that in any type of way. I've been stacking up Elmo because it's more guaranteed than most coins. Yeah, I see Elmo as a massive play. Thank you for following Izzy Bit. Hopefully I'm saying, I can't see any names. Why do they make them gray and like super small? Can you like increase the font? I feel so old saying that, but it's so, I'm so far away. Like, if people are far away, like, how can you see that? um But yeah, I think Elmo is definitely going to be a big play. I want to see them add on just more exchanges and more exchanges. You're already seeing millions of dollars or millions of coins that are burned off, millions of dollars that are going into it, that are coming out of it, and it's just great to see the burns that are happening. Something that is truly deflationary, hyper deflationary. Did you see this Elmo token? We are very proud to announce this partnership with I've wait Ivan Pay. It's like a dividend, an amazing company that connects crypto with real life use. I have not seen that. Do you think Shiba can hit a penny? Shiba hitting a penny would be trillions of dollars worth of a market cap. It's a lot. I can't say that it won't, because anything could happen. We could see massive burns that could happen, but if we don't see massive burns, I don't necessarily think that we're going to see trillions of dollars worth of a market cap for Shiba Inu. But I still hold on to Shiba Inu, by the way. I still hold on to 254 million. I've already burned off 300 plus million, but I just hope to see, some more burning that's happening and the ability to get to way higher prices than where we're at now. But who's to say that we can? Who's to say that we can? Um, I'm here, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, Richie. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Um, Why you can't swap USTC for Luna Classic on Terra Station? You should be able to. Should be able to. Um, think. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me shrink the screen. Go USTC for Luna. You can't. I think you have to use you can use like ShibaSwap or something. Can't remember. I don't think I've ever swapped anything for anything on here. I've always either sent it or sold it or sent, well, not sold it directly on here. You can't really do that. But you can sell it on an off ramp. So if I send it to KuCoin, I can do that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Swaps are not working right now. There you go. Swaps are not working. Um, are there still people working on Lunic utility? There were a ton of people bashing me for saying taxes/burns wouldn't work. It feels like those people saying we don't need burns have been quiet. So I believe there are, right? There are people that are working on it. The issue with whoa, hold up. Um, let me address that in a second because I was just addressing this really quick. But yeah, you're right, Crypto Dream. Everybody, I've been trying to bring all those people out that say utility is the biggest play, and that if you don't have any utility on DEXs, you're not going to see Terra Luna Classic thrive. And I'm coming at them and I'm going, hey, what are you doing right now? Or I'll see them kind of pivot, especially if they're like a bigger creator. They pivot and they start talking about what could have been if we would have seen burns. And I'm like, I've been calling this out since we started with Terra Luna Classic, and you have fought for your life trying to defend that utility was the way, and only doing things on DEXs to see a ton of volume there was the way. And what I told you every single time was that if we do not go where the volume is, we will not find the success we want to see. So we need to see burning that's happening on the DEX side, establish it there, and then we need to go after these exchanges to say, hey, this is what we plan to do. This is I kind of phrased it in the beginning saying we need to boycott them, which wasn't really the way. We should have never gone that route. What we should do is saying this is how you would benefit from it, this is how much money you would make, all this other stuff, and we all would have been better off for it. But all these people are silent. You're right, Crypto Dream, absolutely silent. And not crying about, hey, utility. They're just crying about saying like, oh, you know what, Shib is dead, or they're saying or sorry, not Shib is dead. They're saying Lunic is, I'm done with Lunic or anything like that, and or they're saying that we could have went so far if we had burned, and I'm just like, I don't like those people. I'm gonna say those people because I'm not gonna name out all of them. There's a few. Um, anyways, this is my friend. Wait, this my friend is just because your live streams. I appreciate that, Richie. That means the world to me, man. I know the live streams have been, low on the amount of viewers, concurrent viewers, and conversations that we've happened. We've always had great conversations here. It's just about like how many people are coming in here, so we're not seeing as many people. And I appreciate everything that you've done over not only this past year but year plus, right? And I'm sure you've seen a ton of success in the crypto market based off of a lot of the things that you're doing on your channel. If you guys have a chance to check out Richie's Plain Talk, feel free to check out his channel because he does have some really good content and create some really good conversations about a lot of things, whether it's Bone, whether it's Terra Luna Classic or Shiba Inu or whatever, right? He creates a lot of great conversations. And I watch your channel from time to time. I can't say I watch every video. I don't watch that much YouTube. Um, but I try to stay away from it because it's technically like when I go back to YouTube, it draws me back into work. And I love creating content. I love doing all that stuff, but I try to not watch as much YouTube. But I will watch some of the creators that I am subscribed to and have notifications on. So I appreciate the things that you're doing with the super chats as well as all the information that you're giving out. And hopefully you can teach people to like day trade and swing trade like you do, because I've seen you call out that you've made some decent gains from certain plays. So teach people your ways because I'm sure they're willing to learn that. And they'll start making money like you. So thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate it. Burns are happening. It's already increased recently to 0.5%, but there's still no utilities. So the issue is not about just burning on off chain, or sorry, on chain. If you're just burning on chain for Terra Luna Classic, you're not seeing the level that we should see with burning. This was just the start. Burning on chain was just the start for Terra Luna Classic, and it should have stayed at 1.2%. You're only seeing $39,000 worth of volume on the DEX side. The money is not over there, and if the money is not over there, we should have went where the money was, and that's where our biggest issue was. We always was like, oh, you know what? Well, we're not going to worry about these exchanges. They're not going to do anything. We need to talk to them and pressure them into doing something like this, saying, hey, you know, this is what we need you to do. This is how we recover Terra Luna Classic. This is what you can make. If you phrase it in a way that they can make money and have that connection, have that conversation, I couldn't get in the room, right? I have a breakdown of, you know, how much they would be able to benefit from this if we saw them burn, all of them burn all together. And I wasn't able to get in the room. That's the issue. They're having the conversation at the table, whatever conversation they're having. I wasn't able to get in the room to talk to them about this, to talk to anybody about this. So I would have loved to have the connection to be able to do that. So who in swing trading? That's Richie. I've seen Richie do a lot of, or heard of Richie do a lot of day trades. YouTube is tough, and you have really, wait, what? YouTube is tough, and you have really made it. Like made it? YouTube is tough. It's something where you have to take the time to realize what people are talking about, do a lot of research within that. Also, thumbnails and titles are very, very important, as DJ Trev has seen, and certain people in your videos are also very, very important, and how you phrase that, right? Because you can have, let's say, an Edward Kim on your channel, but if you say live stream with Edward Kim, it's not going to be as viewed as something as Edward Kim explains why the 1.2% will burn it all, right? Something like that. It has to be, you know, kind of like an article to where it has that clickable title, clickable thumbnail. And if you have that, and you have these interviews that DJ Trev is doing or was doing, you could have so much more following just by, you know, working on the title and how people see the title. Because with the popularity of where Lunic was, and how many views you can get from it, you know, people were getting upwards of, you know, 30,000, 40,000. I think one of my largest viewed videos, let me actually go back here and go to my channel. One of my largest viewed videos is like a Terra Luna Classic video, I'm pretty sure. Let me go to all my content. I know I have a lot of large view videos from like stimulus checks and stuff, but my largest viewed video is a shorts video from about SHIB, saying how SHIB, if you hold a SHIB, you must watch this video, and how it can get to $1 and all of that. And that was like January 11th, 2022. And I scroll down here. Let me see. Exit plan. I'm not showing you guys, but exit plan is the next biggest like crypto video for Shiba Inu, 134,000 views. But let's see. I know there's some on Terra Luna Classic. There's another one for Shiba Inu, but there's one on Terra Luna Classic that's literally just like that was back in May of 2022. That had which was a year ago, had 59,000, 60,000 views. And then another one right below it had 59,000 views. So you were getting a decent amount of views from them, and you'd be able to gain a ton of subscribers from them as well. Like I can say like my analytics, let me go to my analytics on that. I've gained just on that video alone 675 subscribers. And the crazy thing is, I think in the last like 3 months, let me look at my analytics. In the last 3 months, I barely gained subscribers. 90 days, last 90 days, I've gained 1,000 subscribers over those last 90 days. Typically, I was gaining, 5,000 a month. So it hasn't been up there because there hasn't really been a lot of hype around cryptocurrency. So if you're seeing difficulty now, it's because of the lack of hype around cryptocurrency, but that's pretty much it. Um, anyways, guys, I have to get back to this kid. We're about an hour in. I have to go see what she's up to and see what she's doing and help her. Everything there. They say shorts are the way to go. Shorts are not bad. If you create shorts, just word them correctly. Make sure you have a good title on them. Um, you'll be good to go. Shorts are definitely the way to go. I like shorts. I post so many regular videos that if I post a short, then I won't get the notification on my regular video. So it's like it's difficult. Matt, who are you wearing today? I like the shirt. I think this is like Ralph Lauren or something. I don't know. It's something. Anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, follow me on TikTok, feel free to hit those links that are in the description, and you'll be able to find those channels and pages and stuff. But I do have to get out of here. I will post some videos later on various topics and hopefully can post some stock related content as well. But again, I'm going to get out of here and I will catch you guys in the next video.